started up to do a final walkthrough on a bird netting job that we completed in February. Just to give you guys a little bit of history on this job, we started this job, we did the inspection in January, and I had a family vacation scheduled for February, the whole month. I was fortunate to take my family to Australia for a week, and then we hopped on a Disney cruise boat, did a 15-day cruise, and worked our way, hit several islands, worked our way over to Honolulu, Hawaii. And then in Hawaii, my daughter, my grandson, my son-in-law met us in Hawaii, and we finished out our last week of February with our family vacation there in Honolulu, Hawaii. Well, during this time in January, I came out, did the inspection on this job, took some measurements. I issued a couple different quotes to the customer, and she approves, Carolyn approves the job right before I'm getting ready to leave on vacation. So this kind of put me in a position to where I was like, should I take on the job or should I decline the job? Well, the pressure point here was we're dealing with swallows, and swallows are protected for 6 months out of the year in California when they're building their nest and when they have young in their nest. So we were on a time crunch. Thankfully, I have a great supervisor. My supervisor, Armando, which is my cousin by marriage. He's been with me for, gosh, 17, 18 years. He's really helped our company grow. You've seen him make an appearance on one of our videos not too long ago doing termite treatment. And I gave him a shout out there about his quality of work because he's really helped this company get to where it's at. And so I called him. I said, hey, can you take care of this while I'm gone? He jumped on it, no problem. He took care of this job almost 100% by himself. 1 or 2 days he had some help. We had one of the employees meet him up here to help him because it was working on a 24-foot ladder, etc., etc. But the way that I run my proposals is once I get an approval, I'll collect 10%. And what that 10% does is allows me to order materials, and now the customer has a little bit of skin in the game. And then 10 days later, as soon as those materials arrive, I'll collect an additional 40%. And I won't collect the final 50% until we do the final walkthrough. Well, it's been a little while. We've had some inclement weather. Haven't been able to get up here to where I'm at now, which is Bass Lake, California. We've had snow, we've had rain. So we've got some good weather. I'm meeting our customer, Carolyn, there in about 5 minutes. I pulled over here just to do this quick video to give you a backdrop. And I called her, or I texted her and said, hey, is it okay if I record our interaction, you know, for my YouTube channel? She was totally fine with it. So this is the moment of truth. All the videos and pictures that my supervisor Armando sent me, he did a great job, phenomenal job. I mean, it's like one of the cleanest netting jobs I've seen in the history of my pest management career of 27 years. So I'm hoping the customer is as happy, and if she's happy, we can collect the final 50%. It's been well, you know, over 60 days, but that's just what we do. We're not gonna collect any money until our customer is happy to close out the job and do that final walkthrough. So here comes the moment of truth. I'm very confident, but you just never know with customers. Carolyn's a great lady. She lives up in the Bay Area. This is a family vacation home. So I'm excited to see the job firsthand, and I'm excited to hear what she thinks about it. They have been dealing with this problem for quite some time, and they came across, I think, our website or maybe social media. I can't remember exactly. And she called us, we came out, and now here we are towards the end of March. We did the job in February. We issued the quote in January. So let's go check it out and see what happens. All right, guys, I pulled up to Carolyn's house, and I am following her down to where we did this netting job. She's very happy, but we're gonna go down there and take a look at it and see if there's anything we need to touch up or come back and fix. So we're walking down there now. Let me turn this camera around so you guys can see this beautiful view. So check this view out. Isn't that beautiful?
Look at the snow.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So beautiful. We did this job when the water wasn't as high, and we were able to use our ladders to get to this dock. So I'll give you guys a good view. Okay, guys, I'm here with my customer, Carolyn, and she's gonna just tell us a little bit about you know, what she thinks about the work that we did here. Go ahead, Carolyn.
Okay, so for years we have been battling the barn swallows, and hundreds of them would be building their nests on our dock. And we just saw them out there swarming because this is when they usually come back and they're looking for their home. And we've tried a bunch of different solutions, and this seems like it will work. We'll be up here every couple weeks and we'll get to see, but it looks like this might be our solution.
Overall, as far as quality of work and how aesthetically pleasing it looks, are you pretty happy about that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Pleased with the work, but time will tell if the birds get in and how long it lasts over time, although it looks like it would be easy to repair and retie into those cables or replace pieces along the years if we need to.
So Carolyn already knows this, but just so the audience knows, we do warranty all this for 5 years. So these swallows, when they come back, this is their home. Like I said earlier when I did the introduction, they are protected species. So we have to do exclusion services so they don't come back. So this is their home. And so if you can imagine your personal home, if you went home and it was boarded up, you're going to do everything you can to get back into your house because you know that's your house and those boards shouldn't be there. Well, the principle is the same with these swallows, with pigeons, with bats. Wherever they're born, they're going to go right back there when it's time to reproduce and find their mate. And right now we have a little bit of activity. This net is warranted for 5 years from the manufacturer, and then we warranty our labor for 5 years because we want to stand side by side with the warranty of the manufacturer. So Carolyn could call us at any time if there's any issues, and we'll come out. We stand by our work and what we do here. I'm going to turn the camera around so everybody can take a look. Anything else you want to add, Carolyn?
No, it just to me was so interesting that they came to fly around here as soon as we came down on the dock. And they've been a nuisance to the whole cove. They only build on our dock, which you explained to me was because of the right angles that are in our roofing. But it'll be interesting to see because nothing has ever worked.
Okay, and then there are other docks I'm going to show everybody. So hopefully they're going to see how happy Carolyn is and she don't have to deal with this. And they're going to ask her who did that and she'll refer us out. So let me get this camera turned around so everybody can take a look. So here's the dock. And so the water is already rising. And we did this service, or my supervisor did this service when the water was way low. We had to use ladders, 24-foot ladders, to get up to these peaks. But if you look at this netting, it's not pulled super tight. And the reason for that is the tighter you pull it, it's prone to tear. So we want to keep it nice and loose so that way it'll get its longevity out of it. And so we run these cables. We have special equipment called net ring tools, the pneumatic guns to tie all this together with netting services for pigeons and for swallows. It's almost like reconstructing the whole site. And so there's a couple of things we had to kind of come up with to mitigate some of the areas. I don't want to fall off this diving board. Let's see if I can get out here. But up on top here, there were some gaps, and we had to use, and I'll get a better view from the back, we had to use some metal flashing, angle it, and then paint it for longevity. So let me get over here and show everybody. So here's where the custom work comes in, right here. That's metal flashing. We had to angle, we had to bend it, and we had to make that work so those swallows don't get up in there. So we are pretty confident this is going to last her, and if there's any issues, she can call us and we'll come out and address it. It's all under warranty for 5 years. If you guys have any questions or you want us to come out and give you a quote, give us a call. We'd gladly do that. But real quick, look at over here. We got other docks. These swallows that normally come here, they're probably going to start going to these other docks, and there will be other people out here wanting these services. All right, thank you very much. All right, guys, you heard it yourself. And I'm very thankful that I have a good team that stands behind me and they step up to the plate, take care of business while I'm gone. And so she's happy, I'm happy, and we get to collect that final 50%. So all in all, this has been a great job. I wish I could have been here to get more coverage of this job because these are specialty jobs. Not a lot of companies will handle this type of work because it's very time consuming and tedious. And if you really can't tell from the job that we just completed here from the previous clip, a lot of people will try to do this themselves, and they get frustrated and they don't end up doing it correctly, because it's there's a certain way of handling swallows, pigeons, and bats. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.